Hello and greetings to those who are watching this video. This is videos to show you how you can do mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, and define Q1 and Q3 using the TI-83 calculator. Now, if you're using the TI-83 calculator, it will not calculate the inner quartiles as in Q1 and Q3 using the Tukey method. So you either are going to have to do that by hand or you can do that through the Excel file, which I'm going to show you how to do in another video. So you can do everything in Excel or you can find most of everything on the T83 if you whatever you feel more comfortable. So to show you how to find, your mean, median, now your calculator is also not going to find mode. So you're going to have to find that yourself. But again, mode means most. So whatever numbers occur the most, that is going to be your mode. It could be one mode, could be more than one mode. Could be bimodal, meaning two modes, could be multimodal, meaning more than two modes. But your calculator will not find that for you. So I've brought up an example from your homework. This is question 3 on your homework, and that is, you have a set of data over here. If you're using the graphing calculator and to use statistics using a graphing calculator, what you want to do is you want to go to the statistics part of your calculator, meaning you click the statistics button. And once you click that button, you're going to be you're going to be able to do some statistics. And the first one would be to click edit. The reason why you want to click edit is so that you can put all of your data into a list. So you hit enter and there's your list. All right. Now, I've already inputted all this data because that's 25 numbers that I've got to put in. But your calculator will tell you what number you're on to make sure that you've included all 25. Notice that says 25. The next number after that is blank because there's only 25 data points for our sample. So now what we want to do is we want to be able to calculate mean, median, mode, standard, like I can calculate all that. In this case, I want to be able to do the standard deviation, the interquartile range, and then I also want to calculate the Q1 and Q3. Now, because I'm using the calculator, this is not going to use Tukey's method, so this isn't going to be helpful for B and C. Then I want to show you how to do that using Excel, and it's a pretty quick way, which will be in the other video. So to find all of my stats, including mean, median, the maximum value, the minimum value, I can do that by clicking stat again, and then going over to the calculator button. All right, now this will find a lot of stuff for us, especially in this course, in terms of operations that we're going to do with all of our data. Now, what we're going to do is do the 1var stats. If I do the 1var stats, I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm able to calculate everything. Once I calculate everything, this will give me all of my statistics. Now, that first value, X bar, that is the mean. So there's the average of the data, which is nice to have right here. And then we have a few other values, like the sum of all the data is going to be 802. If I square that, it's going to be 27,854. You don't need that. Now, the next thing that will be valuable for you will be your standard deviation. Now, there's two ways your calculator will give you standard deviation. If there's an S, it's a sample, and that's what we have over here is a sample. All right. Or if we have an entire population, meaning we have the data for every person or every unit mark for that set. Typically, we're going to be in a sample. So we'll have, for our standard deviation, will come from SX. Notice that's 9.4115. And notice here for the standard deviation, it's 9.412. Now that is off by 100th. Oh, sorry, it's not off by 100. So what you'd have to do is just round to the thousandth spot. So, and you bring that over, it's going to be 9.412. All right. And it has other values as well. Notice it's the minimum value is going to be 12. The maximum value is 48. So I could find the range by just doing 48 minus 12. And then it's going to give me my quartiles. All right, my Q1 is 26.5, and then my upper quartile is 39, and it also gives me the median, which is 32. Now, when I'm doing a box and whisker plot, it will allow me, and I'm making this, I can make my box and whisker plot with the 5 data points here: the min, the max, the Q3, the Q1, and the median. All right, and this is how I would make the box and whisker. Now, to also add into the box and whisker, if I go to the notes, one thing that's important that I also want to share too is that when you are creating a box and whisker plot, when you're looking at all of the data, find a good just box and whisker. Okay, this would probably be the best one. All right, notice that there are some outliers for this one, but the 5-number summary of box plots is going to be, the Q1, the Q3, the median, the max, and the min. All right, and then here's some outliers as well. But something that's going to be important is that, in your tail or in your whiskers, box and whisker, the whiskers are going to be the 2 lines that come out. 25% of your data should be there, and another 25% of your data should be there. Inside the boxes, that middle part's going to be the median. And so this is going to be Q1. This is going to be Q3. 25% of your data should be there, and then 25% of your data should be there. So each part is going to represent 25%, which will add up to 100% of your data. 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. All right, so above the median, which would be this line, would include this part of the box and that whisker, which would be 50% of the data. If I just include both the boxes, that's going to be 25%, 25%, that's 50% of the data. Now that's going to be, let me pause real quick. All right, and that's going to be how to do the mean, median, mode. Well, not mode, but range, max, min values. How to find the values for a box and whisker plot using technology, using your your graphing calculators. Again, all you'd have to do is put your data in. So you hit stat, edit, hit enter. There it is. And then to actually calculate all those, you go back to stat, go over to calc. You're going to do the 1 var stat. So you just hit enter. And then some of your calculators will have this. Some of you don't. Just keep hitting enter until you get your data. And then there's all your data. All right. Now, again, for variance, just to do that, all you need to do is square the standard deviation. That's all you need to do for variance. So just take your standard deviation and square it. There will be your variance. If you have any questions, please email me, and then I'll answer. Like if there's a question on the homework that was tough, I'll go ahead and make a video and answer that. All right. Hopefully you found this video helpful. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it on Excel. All right, and show you how you can fill everything in.